Hello everyone, my name is Pat. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you guys all the books that I'm planning to read during the koreadathon. So before we get started, as of today, the day that I'm filming this and the day that you're seeing this, it's been a few hours since the attack on Ukraine has started. So I will be including links down below on information about what's going on, as well as sharing the links on how we can help. So yeah, that will be linked down below. It's a very incomprehensible situation, to be honest, but I think we should all try to help as much as we can. Again, links down below. So let's get started. So the readathon will be held from March 7th to March 13th. So this readathon was started and are hosted by Chloe with Books and Monica Kim. I have joined the very first one, which was in 2020. I did a vlog on that as well. There are prompts for this readathon, but the whole idea is just to celebrate Korean creators, Korean novels, Korean writers, so you don't have to necessarily have to do all the prompts or meet all the prompts, and you can combine prompt. The first prompt is to read the group book, which is Winter in Sokcho by Elisha Shua Dusapin. This is following a young French-Korean woman who works as a reception in a rundown guest house where she receives a French graphic novelist who wants to find inspiration in the area. Sokcho is a tourist town on the border of South and North Korea. They form a kind of friendship, a kind of relationship where they explore and experience authentic Korea. And according to Monica and Chloe, this is an award-winning book as well. It's very short, and usually books like this are short but very punchy, like very emotional. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. The next one is read a book translated from Korean. I have a few books that could meet a lot of these criteria, so I'm going to be mentioning them a couple of times. So the first one here is 𝐸𝐿 by Han Kang. I've had this on my TBR for a while. So this is a literary fiction, psychological, and I think it has a little bit of a historical fiction as well in there. And I've read Han Kang's The Vegetarian, which I really love. That is another psychological literary fiction. I enjoyed it so much. I've heard a lot of great things about this one. This is another like highly talked about and favorite like translated Korean novels. So I'm very excited to read this one. Again, it's been on my TBR for a while. Next one is to read a manhwa, a graphic novel, or a webtoon. I have a lot on here. I honestly haven't actually narrowed it down because I have a lot of novels or manhwas that I do want to read, but I do want to read one that is completed already. And as you know, I am subscribed to 𝐁𝐿, which is one of the officially licensed distributors of translated Korean manhwas. I also have an account on Tapas and Tapitoon, but again, I want to read something that's already completed. One is Die Please. I know the title is weird. It's a romance fantasy. The main character, Mina, wants to confess to her crush, Yeom-young, but it turns out Yeom-young and Mina's best friend, Young-woong, are actually plotting to kill her. Weird, right? I know. That's why this is also in my to-read list. The Dragonsitter, which is also another fantasy romance where it's like a Grumpy Sunshine kind of thing. So our Sunshine is the girl and our Grumpy is the alcoholic dragon, and she has to take care of the last living dragon. Okay, so the next prompt is to read a historical fiction novel, and for this one I'm going to be reading The Red Palace by Chun-Her. This is in my anticipated releases of 2022. This was released last month, January, and I haven't gotten around to reading it, but again, highly anticipated historical fiction mystery romance. I need to read it. The next one is read an award-winning Korean novel, and for this one, actually, I believe that Chakwa Smile. This one is award-winning, but I know Winter in Sokcho is also award-winning. So this is a collection of different stories of different women. So it's going to be tackling about living in South Korea as a woman, the female experience, but also human relationships. So very much looking forward to this one. Another award-winning, best-selling debut collection by Chon Young. So the next one is read a book recommended by a celebrity. This one is 𝐸𝐿 by Han Kang. This is one of the books recommended by RM or Namjoon from BTS. That's why it's in my TBR, honestly. So next one is read a book featuring a Korean diaspora character. I have a few ones for here. I have here XOXO by 𝐤𝐤𝐲. It is a romance between two teenagers who met. I believe they met in Los Angeles. She is the one who lives in LA, and she meets 𝐁𝐸, a mysterious, handsome, and a little bit tormented South Korean who had to go back to Korea. Jenny and her mother moves to Seoul to take care of her ailing grandmother, and she meets 𝐁𝐸, and it turns out 𝐁𝐸 is a member of one of the biggest K-pop bands in the world. I bought this partially because of the way that it looks naked. Look at that, it's so pretty. And I know this like place is a very popular place in South Korea. Excited about this one as well. And I also have Once Upon a K-Prom by 𝐁𝐨𝐴. I have an arc of this one. I think this one comes out in May, I believe. So yeah, and then also Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. It's a memoir, it's a non-fiction, and I've heard a lot of great things about this. Another short one, very hard-hitting. I don't know if I will read this. Let's see, because whenever I decide to read something that's hard-hitting as this one, I want to make sure, or I make sure that I'm ready for it, that I'm okay with it, that, you know, mentally I'm prepared to read something as heavy as this one, because I cry easily. I get emotional very easily. So yes, I know that this one talks also about her, you know, Asian American identity and her identity as a Korean, as well growing up in America. So excited for this one. I know it's going to be hard-hitting. In a way, I'm also kind of ready to cry. But I don't know. Next one. This to cook a Korean meal or dish. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be very easy. I might overthink it. I'm prepared. I can pretty much think on the top of my head of what Korean dishes I can make, from easier ones to not so easy ones. Well, most of the Korean dishes that I've made so far are pretty easy. I mean, one of the staple ingredients that you would have are kimchi, gochujang, and gochugaru. I have all of them. Well, kimchi I don't have one right now, but we could easily buy it. Like, we always have a stock of kimchi anyway, so yeah, excited, looking forward to it. Next one is watch a Korean film or show. I have not decided what I'm going to watch. I think I'm leaning towards watching Love and Leash, which I believe is a Korean movie, right? If I'm not wrong, or at least it's a very short like Korean TV show that I can watch really quickly. Like, I think it just released, but it's already finished, so I can easily watch that. I don't think I can watch like a whole TV series during this time, you know, because it's pretty long. Usually Korean TV series are 20 episodes long, or like 20 hours. I could probably do it, but you know, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to watch maybe a film or two. We'll see. Next one is support a Korean creator. So I will be talking about Korean creators throughout the reading vlog that I will be making for this readathon. I'm talking about them, sharing about them. I have actually already have a list of Korean creators. Obviously one is BTS. I'll be talking more about that again in my reading vlog. But yes, those are the books and the novels, one was, that I'm planning on reading. So I definitely combined a few of the prompts and have quite a few books in here. Again, I'm kind of like choosing between these what I'm going to read, but for sure I'm going to be reading the group book, Human Acts as well, and Shoko Smile, and then the manhwa as well. I'm gonna choose among the three for the Korean diaspora character. So definitely will be trying to read as much as I can that week. I want to really try to meet all the prompts as much as I can. But yes, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, links will be listed down below, all the prompts as well. Again, if you pray, you know, keep Ukraine in your prayers, and hopefully, you know, we all survive this. They all survive this. Hopefully it won't escalate further than this, and we won't lose any more lives and put any more like lives in danger and people through this traumatizing and just difficult event any longer, or much longer than it is. Yeah, but that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, spending this short time with me, and I will see you on my next one.